Welcome, everybody, to the Cheryl Technology Channel. This is your host, Chris. How are y'all doing? Good? Me too. So today, y'all are probably not going to like what I got to say. It's a technology video, but it deals with Facebook and their terms of service, and this stupid pop-up just came up. And I really wanted to go a little bit into this and dive deep. So I did some research on Facebook, and I've heard a lot of people say these things, so that's what this video is going to be about today. Y'all are probably not going to like this, but watch till the end, because yes, there is an alternative, and there are better ways. So here we go. Let's get into it. I want to thank y'all for watching, and here, I hope y'all enjoy this, because it's not going to be a fun one for anybody, including me. Okay, so if y'all notice here, I've got their terms of service up. So here's what I found out today, or yesterday. Actually, it was like midday yesterday. I was looking, and I kept hearing people say, well, Facebook's stealing my data. Facebook is stealing my data. Technically, they're not stealing your data. You're letting them take your data. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to examine this from a perspective of doing the research and figuring out what are they actually doing. What are they actually doing? What data are they collecting on you? Well, they're collecting a lot, but this is what I found out. Facebook is used by 1.93 billion people per day. That's active users. That's as of October 2021, and I will provide a link in the description to the place where I got this data. It's datareportal.com. That's where it is. Okay, think about Facebook and Google. They were never meant to be social media giants. Like, Facebook was not originally social media. They were an advertising company, because they were like a face of a company that would have like advertisements on their site. That's all they do. They're really driving Facebook is just a side product of what their original business was, right? So their original business was advertising. Now they've moved into social media, and as y'all know, they shut down my business account once and never told me why. They wouldn't tell me what post it was. They wouldn't tell me anything. They just said I violated their standards. Now, a lot of you may be mad about that. I was mad, and I'm like, what the hey? Fine, I can go to a different platform. That was my first instinct, is to go to a different platform. I don't care what their reason was. I didn't really care what their reason was. So what I decided to do was I said, okay, fine. I'm going to do a video on this, so I'm going to figure out exactly what I need to do. So now their problem is that they believe they are a social patrolling company. So they will take your post and say that it's fact checking. Okay, so I saw a post one time, and I have friends that will verify this. The post was about a fictitious subject, and they said, you need fact checking. I'm like, okay, so you're fact checking on a subject that doesn't even exist. Like, seriously, man, y'all need to find something better to do than that. So, okay, now this is what I believe. I believe that everybody knows by now that it is common knowledge that Facebook collects data, information, and analytics on us. They always have, man. Okay, you don't believe me. Okay. Okay, so what do they do with the data that they collect? Well, here's what they do. If you look on the screen right here, right, this is what they say it does. It provides a personalized experience for you. So that means shopping, other posts that you want to see. I've seen it myself. Like, I'll look at something specific like gaming or anime or something, and I'll see an advertisement for it a little later, right? That's what they do. All right? It's unlike anyone else's. because you're seeing it in your own unique way. We use the data we have, for example, about the connections you make, the choices and settings you select, and what you share and do on and off our products to personalize your experience. That's what they're supposed to be using the data for. Is that really what they're doing? Well, that's what they're saying they're doing. Now, so then they use it also to connect you with this part, and I'll leave this up for a minute so y'all can read it. But so if you scroll down, how our services are funded, here's where it gets interesting. Instead of paying to use, okay, so you don't like Facebook stealing your data. Fine, go to another platform. You either pay for it and it's private, or you don't pay for it, and this is what happens. Instead of paying to use Facebook and other products and services we offer, by using the Facebook products covered by these terms, you agree, listen, that we can show you ads that businesses and organizations pay us to promote on and off the business. You see that? They promote. They pay them to promote these products. They have to do it. They're obligated by business to do it. We use your personal data. Wait, they said personal data right here. Says it in black and white. Such as information about your activity and interests, show you ads and more relevant to you. Right here. Protecting people's privacy is central to how we've designed our ad system. This means that we can show you relevant and useful ads without telling advertisers who you are. And this goes back to them collecting analytics. I have a script over here on that screen that tells me all that I did some research on, and that's what I found, is that they do this so that they can show you personalized services. It's exactly the same way that Microsoft does it. It's exactly the same way that Google does it. Whereas Google kind of has their own infrastructure, so they can do whatever they want within that infrastructure. So right here, we also provide advertisers with reports about the performance of their ads to help them understand how people are interacting with that. So for example, we provide we're looking at this part right here. General demographic and interest information to advertisers. Okay, so you know that they're using your data, right? You know that they are. See, right here. We collect and use your personal data in order to provide the services described above to you. Right there. Data policy. Let's go there. Here's the data policy. So they collect all kinds of crap, dude. Y'all can read through this. I will provide links in the description to everything I'm showing you right here. Everything. Okay, so they're not hiding anything. They're telling you what they're doing. If you don't like it, go somewhere else, right? I mean, it's really that simple. Is it really free? When they say that it's free, is it really free? How much is your personal data worth to you? How much is it worth, right? You can't, if you're going to do something, you need to figure out like exactly what you're willing to give up. Right? Are you willing to give up your personal data, your information, the things that make you you? Are you willing to give that up for something so you can use a social media platform for free? Are you really willing to do that? Now, I ask myself the question, what does Facebook really want from me? What do they really want? This is what they want. They want your time. Right? If they have your time and your attention, they can collect more data and more analytics to drive their ad revenue, right? So they collect money based on the ads that they show you, right? And organizations will pay them money so that they can, because Facebook is so big, 1.930 billion users a day, like they are a huge platform. Now, okay, time spent in the application is time that they're collecting data on you. Analytics, which eventually lead to profit and the opportunity to make more money than they already make, billions. All right, the good about Facebook. Now, there is some good, but there's also some bad with the good. So I'm going to go over that right now. Okay, this is my second point that I want to make, and here it is. Okay, so if you really look at Facebook, right, Okay, the good about Facebook is if, let's say you're wanting to start a business, right? And I really want everybody to watch this video all the way through so you can understand what I'm talking about. Like, I really want you to understand what they're trying to do. They're not Satan. They're not hiding things from you. It's all in their terms of service. It's right there, and it's right here. It's all right here. It tells you exactly what they're doing. Right? They're not breaking the law. I don't think they're breaking the law because they're telling you what they're doing. When you sign up, you agree to their terms. You agreed to it. I mean, it's that simple. Now, okay, let's look at the next point. Okay, you can start a business on Facebook and you can help that business to grow. There are opportunities to make money on Facebook Marketplace. I mean, you could start your own like little page on Facebook, and it would be good for you to make money and stuff. But there is a drawback, okay? Personally, I had this happen to me. One day I logged into my account and it says your account's been blocked. And I said, okay, what the crap happened? Apparently, I violated a community policy standard. But nobody told me what it was. They didn't tell me when. They didn't tell me how to fix it. I just waited for 3 days and then they unblocked it. I went to a lady's YouTube page, which I'm going to have to try to find it because I don't remember exactly which page it was, but there was a lady that did a video on this. And she was talking about how they just did it to her too. Well, if that's your main source of income, your whole entire income source is gone now. And you don't know why, right? That is the drawback. That's the drawback. Yes, you can make money, and I've got and they have every right to do it. You're using their service. If they say you violate their terms of service, what are you going to say? Who are you going to call? I tried to get a hold of somebody and couldn't get a hold of nobody. The lady on the YouTube channel, she couldn't get a hold of anybody either. And it was only because she made a video and had a crap ton of people look at it. That's the reason it got fixed for her. Okay, now you're asking, okay, Chris, you've told us all this. So what's the alternative? Well, I'm glad you asked. We're going to go there right now. It's called Gab. So Gab is a social network, and see all these ads? We skip all that junk right here. Okay, so we go to Gab. Gab, now, some of you aren't going to like this because they are a right-wing, facing, in other words, they're Republican. They stand up for what's right. Right? So they stand up for us having the freedom to do things that we should do. They stand up for the right to, so right here, you're seeing it for yourself. Right here, this is the guy that actually runs it. Right here, Andrew Torba. He is the CEO of Gab. And he is awesome, man. Awesome. Very wise, very smart man. And he got tired of them shutting him down for saying stuff about Jesus. Well, you may not agree with him, but he has the right to say what he wants to say. You can't tell him he can't say it. He lives in America. He has the right to free speech. Just because, okay, for instance, let's say a Democrat comes to me and says, I don't like what you think. You need to hush. Well, they can't tell me to hush. It's my right to say what I think and what I feel, just as they have the right to express their opinion. We all have the right to express our opinions. As long as it's not inciting harm to other people, violence, hate, I mean, I don't see the point of stopping them, right? It's their right. Freedom of speech, man. It's freedom of speech means all freedom of speech, not just what part you or me thinks is the right part. Now, Gab is big on free speech. This guy, in the beginning, he was blocked by Facebook. He was blocked by this company, by that company. He got tired of it, so he just created his own, and it's called Gab. He has this one, and Gab TV is the other one. So let's go look at that. So Gab TV, where are you? Right here. So now, right here. So Gab TV, I want to be on Gab TV too, but they don't actually have the size of upload that I can do. They maximized it up to a gig, but most of my videos are like a gig and a half, almost 2 gig. So this ain't gonna work for me. I want to go this way, but I can't. So there you go. So now those are the two platforms. One is a video platform. One's a social media platform, and I actually have an account with both of them. I don't have a professional account with this one right here with Gab TV, and I'll link all this in the description too. But as you can see, like, it's a big platform, man. Like, Gab is really gaining traction. And, I don't, I mean, that's the thing. Like, so the conclusion to all of this, you may be asking, is what do we do? Here's the conclusion to this. Okay, you don't like Facebook stealing your data, then don't use it. That's the simple truth of how to fix it. If you don't like what they're doing, then don't use it. You have the right as an American citizen to do that. You don't like it, don't do it. It's like if I'm preaching about Jesus Christ on here and you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. You can go watch something else. You can watch whatever you want. I'm not begging people to watch my channel. If you want to watch my content and you like what I got to say, then fine. That's okay. If you don't, that's okay too. It's your choice. That's what's beautiful about the U.S. Now, that's how, so that the censorship thing of Facebook is getting ridiculous. And so that's why I think Gab is a really good alternative, because it is very, very good, because it is a good alternative to, it's a good alternative to Facebook, because they don't censor you. If you have a post and you post it, they're not going to shut down your account because they don't like what you got to say. Right? It's that simple, man. If you don't like it, very simply put, if you don't like it, don't use it. It's that simple, really. It really is. And if enough people quit using it, then their ads aren't getting as many views, and their vendors are going to start saying, hey, what's going on here? I'm just saying, if you want to hurt a company, you hurt their pocketbook. That's how you beat them. Right? Okay. I mean, they have 1.930 billion users per day, active users that view Facebook. That's a huge arm, man, and a powerful one. When they're lobbying the government to change things, they can change them in favor of Facebook because they have so much pull. Now, they've gotten in trouble, I can tell you that, but that's kind of what I wanted to go over with y'all. I mean, Facebook is not going for your best interest. By no means are they doing that. But they're not breaking the law, I don't think, because they're not telling you something false. They're saying exactly what they're doing. I mean, they're telling you what they're doing. I mean, they're actually telling you all the things that they're doing, right? They're telling you. So you can't say that they're stealing your data because you're giving them permission to do it. When you sign up and you say, I agree to the terms of service, these are the terms of service. All of these things over here on, let's see, that screen. All of these are the terms of service. They tell you exactly what you're getting signed up for. So you can't really say that they're taking things away from you. They're telling you what they're doing. You can't really call them a Satan. You can't call them Satan or the devil because they're not. They're telling you what they're doing. You're choosing to agree to it. I'm just saying, y'all. I mean, I wanted y'all to see the truth, and I believe I have presented the truth as best I can. This is the truth. It's harsh. We don't like it, but, they tell you everything they're doing, so they're not breaking the law, I don't think. I mean, the fact that they're collecting the data, people think that's wrong. No. It's not wrong. It's only wrong if you perceive it as being wrong. They're not breaking the law. They're laying out everything for you right here. They tell you exactly what they do. I know that they're taking my data. I know that. It doesn't bother me. My data is already out there anyway. So, y'all, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. That's probably the part some of you ain't gonna like, but it is what it is, man. And I know it's crappy to say it is what it is. I hate that saying more than anything else, but that's the truth. The truth is Facebook is taking your data and you're allowing them to do it. You don't like it, stop using it. Okay, y'all. That's all for tonight. Thank y'all for watching. This is Chris, your host, signing off. Until the next video, people, I love you and be blessed. Bye, y'all.